waited for
one with Thompson. Kobe Bryant does not have a point. Until right now.
The low box, so it's a tough matchup.
Kobe trying to make it 2 in a row. Side.
Here he comes.
Bryant third in the league in scoring behind Kevin Durant. Oh, Kobe does it to Klay Thompson. He returned the favor on Meta.
Well, again, Kobe with a little bit of break him off himself. Has rid of Klay a little bit. And then all of a sudden he's all alone behind the arc.
It's not like Monty
rears up and knocks it down.
It's not like Monty McCutcheon wasn't staring right at it. 10 feet away.
Next one.
Just like Michael in Utah. He was 9 for 9 in the first half.
So Kobe just pulled like he was one of the Warrior guards, just catching fire. He's made his last 3 from the field.
You knew his dad dealt, great shooter, but nothing like this.
Yeah, real good shooter.
Ball movement. Did mention that Kobe was more than spectacular. There's the left hand going up for Bryant.
See, there's another play where Klay Thompson is bellying up. I mean, literally bellying up on Kobe.
Where the mental edge is what sets him apart of so many other players, and that
usually in the backcourt.
Kobe fall away short and exasperated. He knows he's going to have to. Bryant attacking baseline, and he runs into a stone wall of Festus Ezeli, and he's holding his left knee.
Yeah, I'm hoping he gets bump knees. But the way he's holding that thing and laying down, it doesn't look like it's something that's just a bump of the knee.
Well, right now, Kobe down, and this is the entire season. And no words can describe what the Laker family and the entire nation is thinking at this moment.
That's not a bump of the knees.
We'll take a look at it when we come back.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have some good news for you when we come back. If you cannot shoot your own free throws, then you are disqualified from playing.
We've watched Kobe as he's been walking around. He has not been favoring that knee or that leg. We'll see what happens when he gets into full speed here in a couple of moments.
It does sound kind of cruel, but if I'm the Warriors, I test that knee. First, this trip down, I make sure I either might ISO on him and see if he can move. Because of their backcourt, the way they can shoot the ball, they're going to be a tough out in the playoffs.
4 for 4 since then, though. 0 for 6. As he has it, spinning in trouble. Oh, and he's limping. He's hurting. Kobe's hurting. And I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. This might be that same knee that he hurt.
No, this seems
it
like
something
it's
different.
No, this is the right foot or the right leg. I mean, the injury a minute ago was to his left, I believe.
Oh man, I mean, these minutes might be just absolutely adding up.
Oh, there's no question they're adding up. I mean, no question. And the body, it kind of, it protects one area and then weakens another area. That's why.
But he's obviously hurting. Exactly halfway through this quarter. And the Lakers trail it by 7, 78-71. Kobe going to try it again. Gary Vitti is over there talking to D'Antoni. Bryant. Now we'll see how he is on the defense. Barnes is very slow coming back the other way. Bryant in the lane. Put it up. And in. He's not even close to 100% right now, but he's staying in.
He hasn't been 100% since he was 18.
Yeah, all of a sudden that paint protection has gone awry. Here's Kobe going to the rim.
5th foul, so he kind of backed off a little bit.
That's a good shot.
Well, great shot, but look how much time's left.
Yeah, and you got Jarrett Jack going to bring it up. Jack, a long 3 with the Lakers. He's 2 assists away from it. Bryant splits the defense, and he gets fouled. Boy, every time the Warriors are jumping up and down, and Kobe around the back, spinning, shooting, scoring.
Play in traffic. Another look at Kobe behind the back, and then a spin move into the middle. Nice little floater there, a little jumper. Yeah, but Steph Curry has the answer, it seems, every time.
Every time. He's gone 32 minutes. Kobe, 3. Yes! from outside. 107-104, three-point game, 5 minutes left. And he's going to stay down there for a bit.
Trying to massage that left ankle a little bit. 3 to tie the game, just holding it, and then elevate and score. That's not a bad play, and Kobe needs a timeout. You got to stop on that play. Can they get back-to-back stops? And
Bryant again going to work, falls down. Again, he's struggling.
Achilles. This time, I don't think he's going to be able to do what he did the last 2 times where he ran it off and was able to play with the pain. Yeah. I mean, he's not even really bending that foot as he walks.
But he's going to shoot the free throws. He can barely make it to the free throw line. Bryant tonight with 32 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and he is hurting. But the Lakers down by 2, and they want him and need him at the free throw line. Got it.
He gets to the other end before a foul.
Made him. Lakers might foul. They might foul to get him out of the game. That's
They have to.
In the crowd. The ovation.
And he's going to, I would assume he'd go straight to the locker room.
Don't ever question the heart, the emotion, the grit, the tenacity.
Kobe, are you convinced that they told us probable torn Achilles? They're going to do an MRI. Are you pretty convinced that's what it is?
Yeah.
What did it feel like, Kobe? Was it a pop?
Yeah, I felt like I got kicked.
You can just take us through what you undergone.
Not much really to take you through, man. I made a move that I make a million times and it's popped.
Do you feel that all the minutes you've been playing may have contributed to this?
Oh, who knows? Who knows? I mean, it's all necessary, and it's just a freak situation, I guess.
You've had a pretty unbelievable career. Is this the biggest disappointment of it, considering everything that was involved?
Yeah, by far. We work so hard, to put ourselves in a position where we control our own fate, and I certainly have done a lot of work, to prepare myself, and it's just shit luck.
When you look at the challenge in front of these guys now, and I know it's a little early to be asking you this, but how do they move forward without you?
Just continue to play. We've been dealing with injuries all year, and I'll do what I can. Watching film and preparing and communicating to the guys. The best formula of attacking certain teams, and just go from there.
This is a ridiculous question, I know, but we've seen you play through everything. I'm assuming this is something that not even you would even attempt to play through, right?
I can't walk. I try to maybe just put pressure on my heel, see if I could do it that way, but there's just nothing there.
So when you walked off, you called timeout, walked off, came back and shot free throws on 1 foot, you pretty much knew?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Kobe, it's a type of injury that takes months and months to heal from. How does it impact you looking towards next season and your off season?
I'm not really sure. I've never had to deal with something like this. It's a new experience for me. Obviously they've been a bunch of players have had the same injury, so all I can do is look at them and what they've done who had more success coming back quicker and healthier, and see what they did, and see if I can improve upon it.
Kobe, when you were coming off the court, what emotions were going through your head?
I was pissed and sad. We worked really hard to get to this point. And I was pissed.
What was it like in here? Were guys coming in and trying to soothe you, or?
Yeah, I mean, there's really not much to say. I mean, there's really no words to be spoken. It's tough.
Earlier in the game, I know when you were laboring 2 other times, what were you drawing from just being able to push and fight through it and still
Just keep playing. Just keep playing, keep battling through it, keep pushing through it. And I was trying to conserve some energy for the fourth and, to generate some momentum for us. And we got going a little bit, and the guys brought it home.
When you hurt your knee, was that a different injury than when you hurt your Achilles, or you think they were related?
No, I think it was different. The knee just, when I came down, it was hyperextended a little bit, and just had to shake it off, and it was fine.
What do you want the team to take away from this going forward?
Well, just prepare. We'll just prepare and get ready for San Antonio, and look at what they do and try to take it away from them, and just focus on execution.
You think they can pull through and do something from here without you?
I think so. I hope so. I'm going to be there still. I mean, I can't be with them out there on the floor, but I can use my intellect to try to break down film and try to help them see things that they might not see, and try to help as much as I can from the sideline and in the film room, and go from there.
Is it even comprehensible what this team's gone through in terms of injuries this year? I mean, all of you have been.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year. That's for sure. It's been a crazy year.
Were you able to watch the rest of the game?
I was.
What emotions were going through your head during the rest of the
Thank God. Thank God we pulled this one out. It was a tough one, but we fought hard, and it was a well-deserved one.
How confident are you that they can win these last 2 and get to the playoffs without you?
I'm confident. We just gotta go out there and play hard, play smart defensively, rebound the ball, and prepare. I mean, that's really the biggest thing, is just the preparation.
Kobe, did you know what the injury was without having to be told?
Yeah. Yeah, I was just hoping it wasn't what I knew it was. Just trying to walk it off and hoping that the sensation would come back, but no such luck.
What was that sensation?
I had no Achilles. That's the sensation.
So what's the next step?
MRI, surgery, and then recovery.
If anyone's going to get through this, probably you, right?
Oh, man. Shit. I was really tired, man. Just tired in the locker room, upset and dejected and thinking about this mountain, man, to overcome. I mean, this is a long process, Wasn't sure I could do it. Then, your kids walk in and you're like, I got to set an example. Daddy's going to be fine. I'm going to do it. Work hard and just go from there.
You've had tons, and we've watched you, tons of personal and professional challenges in your career. Is this at the top of the list?
Yeah, but it's fueling me. It's fueling me. I can feel it already. I can feel it already. It's just, players at this stage of their career, they pop up Achilles, and the pundits say they never come back the same. So I can hear it already, and it's pissing me off right now. Just thinking about it. So
this isn't the last game that we'll see you play.
Really?
Well, no, you said I'm not trying to be rude.
Really?
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to.
It's appropriate that you asked that question from down there.
All right, thank you, Kobe. That's Kobe Bryant, guys. Back.
So the night that you got hurt, you did all the soul searching, the Facebook post.
The rant.
This is the worst thing ever. Wondering if you should just pack it in, right? Yeah. Now that you're basically almost out the other side, you look back through this whole experience. How would you describe it?
Well, I mean, it's one of those moments. You know, I think we all have moments like this in life where it just seems like that day is never going to end. You know, it just seems like the moment that you're in just feels like the darkest moment to you. You know, you personally feel like, I don't know if I can do this again. I don't know if I can come back, you know, and you have to issue that challenge to yourself and try to respond to it.
Now, this past week, you're running around all over. You're introducing your new Kobe 9 shoe.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you talked when you first got hurt about, hey, maybe I should just retire. You know, we look at Michael Jordan's post-retirement. He went into the merchandising, had his own shoe line. Could you imagine this, you know, being your full-time right now? Did you ever seriously consider it?
Well, yeah, I mean, that night, absolutely, because it's, you know, you're tired, and I just finished my 17th year in the NBA, 17 years, and my body's hurting, and now I just ruptured my Achilles, and I know the amount of work it's going to take to try to get back to play, and it's like, do I really want to do this, you know? So, I mean, the finality becomes more realistic.
Yeah. And as you said, I mean, look, you are getting on to that 20 years of tread on the tires, then you have this injury, trying to come back now. How good do you think you can be?
Well, I think I'll be okay. My game has to evolve. I'm not going to be as explosive as I was, you know, 3, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe even last year for that matter. But you have to be willing to make those adjustments and, you know, honestly self-assess and figure it out from there.
What do you think it's going to be like when you do step back out on the court?
You know, I don't know. I've given it some thought, and just for the fact of trying to compose myself and say, well, I have a game to play, so I have to try to detach myself as much as possible from what's going on.
Can you do that?
I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. But it's hard. It'll be hard for sure.
And you just signed a contract extension that got a lot of press.
Sure.
2 more years, $48 million, and you will still, as a team, have cap room. But look, you do take up space with this contract, and if you took up a little less space, then you'd be able to sign more players.
Sure.
You are competitive. You want to win another title. Was there any point in your mind where you said, hey, maybe I should take less money so we can sign more guys?
Well, yeah. I mean, the Lakers know that about me and felt like they could, you know, take care of me the way that they wanted to take care of me in terms of rewarding me for past performance and future performance, whatever it may be, and still build a championship contender. So they felt comfortable in being able to do that, and I'm not going to argue with that, that's for sure. But at the same time, I still think it's kind of it's weird because players are put in a position where they have to have those conversations. It's like, well, the owners want to complain about the cap, but they're the ones that instituted the cap to begin with. So don't complain about something that you instituted.
Right, and talk about sacrificing for the team.
Because then the player
stuff.
is put in a position where he has to make a choice based on public perception. And I don't think that's fair.
All right, you once said, if you see me in the fight with the bear, pray for the bear.
Right.
Is that still going to be true when you come back?
Yeah, Bear's having a hard time. I'm beating the bear pretty good right now. He's going to get me one day, but you know, today ain't that day.
Some of us have our jerseys on the wall. Some of us receive statues in our honor. Some of us won a handful of rings. But all of us have the lifelong pride of being a Laker. In the history of this treasured franchise, nobody has played more years, logged more minutes, scored more points than the kid who arrived from Philly at 17 and became a man, father, and legend before our eyes.
Bryant again going to work, falls down.
Kobe's still down. Look at him, his left leg, he can't move it. He cannot walk.
Players at this stage of their career, you know, the pundits say they never come back the same. It's pissing me off right now, just thinking about it, so it's fueling me.
Tonight, one of our own returns. The one who has carried the torch lit long ago. Passed from Jerry, Elgin, and Wilt to Kareem and Irvin and through Shaquille until now. He has given half of his life to this team and given this city a lifetime of thrills.
In trouble, forced out, and unbelievable! And an 81-point game, 55 in the second half.
For the last 7 months, He has sat and watched, rehabbed and iced, done everything he could to prepare for this moment. We know about his competitive fire, his determination and will. So many times he has risen to the occasion.
A one-point game. Final seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang!
And we all believe he can do it again. One day, he will be immortalized. His jersey will sit with ours. But tonight, he puts the number 24 on and takes the floor again. Tonight, he begins his final chapter.
And the other guard wears number 24, 6'6", 18th campaign from Lower Marion High School, Kobe Bryant. And the head coach of the Lakers, Mike D'Antoni.
Kobe Bryant and the Lakers ready to get into action against the Toronto Raptors. Kobe is back. This officially now begins his 18th year with this franchise. Just signed the 2-year extension, which means he will be a Laker for life as the crowd roars into their first Kobe chant of the evening. Back to Kobe Bryant. Everybody waiting for that first shot to go up. Got 10 on the shot clock. Kobe, pass underneath the Sacre to score! And Kobe picks up the assist. Fouled by Valanciunas.
Well, the crowd was cheering every time he touched it. The second time he touches it, he goes up like he's going to shoot it. And he does. Shoots a pass right to his teammate, Robert Sacre.
Lowry out on top. Blake is all over him. Into the corner now, DeRozan. He's a high flyer who will take it to the rim. Very aggressive. Look at Kobe playing defense, and Bryant steals it away.
For Amir Johnson, to get another look at Kobe stripping DeRozan of the ball. Can't expose it. He did. Kobe got all of it. Takes it the other way, but then
move it around. Lowry's going to shoot a three. Clank, not even close, and Wesley Johnson has it. Ahead for Kobe. Kobe dishes Blake. Johnson slam dunk. Fields tumbling into the bench for that.
Well, we talked about the Lakers running a break, and Carl's Cam has a very excellent view of it. Is Kobe with the little left-hand pass. Blake says, Wesley, I like the way you finish better than the way I finish. Wesley says, so do I.
Lakers started a couple of games ago. He had 6 threes against Detroit. Kobe working the dribble with Landry Fields in front. Kobe going one-on-one down the lane. Great pass to Powell to score.
What a pass. That's nice. That's good basketball. Job of batting it out. But that last pass by Kobe dancing on Landry Fields, and then secondary defender comes, little dish off, and easy hoop for Powell.
It's his career high. Westchester High School. Kobe down the middle, tries to leave it, and does for Powell. And Powell finally hits again.
Last basket by Powell. Our Carl's Cam shows you how Kobe gets it to him again. Just a little dump off, and Powell with the 8 to 9 footer knocks it down. As you mentioned, Powell now 2 out of 8, and Kobe looking to get into the scoring column for the first time.
He'll get another opportunity. Last we saw Kobe, he was at the free throw line. Remember that game against Golden State when he tore the Achilles, yet went out and knocked down 2 free throws in a game the Lakers desperately needed to win. 42-35.
You know how hard that was to make 2 free throws when you're standing on a ruptured Achilles tendon?
As Kobe scores, and he is back officially now.
No, I think he is trying to facilitate more than anything, and I think each minute he's getting a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more confident in what he can do out there on the floor. So I like the way
it's what his body can do.
Into Powell, back to Kobe, a little 2-man game. Kobe creating some space, 2 pump fakes with the left hand and scores. Could be available when they play the Spurs at home on Tuesday.
And Kobe's basket, head fake on DeRozan a couple times, and then Amir Johnson sitting there. Kobe says, okay, you played by the Lakers, and Kobe flashed that Novak, and maybe that was a factor.
Rise, fire! 47, Raptors on top. We will join Chris James and Byron after this break for Access Sportsnet Studio, brought to you by Jack in the Box.
Due to having him on the floor, and because of that, it seemed like it took the ball out of Blake's hands a little bit. But, you know, he's starting to work himself back into where he wants to be. But consider this the first game of a preseason schedule for Mr. Bryant, and everybody else has got quite a few under their belt. But his determination and his will to succeed is what will carry him until he's ready to compete at the level that he wants to compete at. So I'm looking forward to see how he responds after halftime with that.
He bounces to DeRozan. He's in the key, tries to get it to Amir Johnson. Glances off of him. Here's a 3-on-1. Bryant scoop, good pass. Meeks finishes.